Welcome to Inside Ray's Circle. In today's episode, I had the pleasure of speaking with someone truly special. Karolina is a soon-to-be 14-year-old artist whose talent and passion for painting blossomed during the pandemic. Despite her young age, she's already held exhibitions all over the world and developed a unique style that radiates positivity and vibrancy. In our conversation, we explored her journey, her inspirations, and how she balances her art with her dreams of becoming a doctor. I can't wait for you to hear this inspiring story. I'm Ray. Welcome to Budapest. Occasionally, I run across people that are as talented as talent can be. Sometimes they're much, much older, though. But you're quite young.
I'm going to turn 14.
No way. 14?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. You are about to explode on the scene of this world that we call art.
Yes, I started painting when I was 9 years old. And it's been in my life ever since. And now I have my third exhibition here in Budapest. But I also have exhibitions all around the world. So.
Wait a minute. You say around the world?
Yes, all around the world. I'm
from Los Angeles. Did you have one in L.A.?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, we got to get you in L.A. then, for sure. I'm sure somebody's going to call you someday and take you there. Let's back up a bit. So how did you get so inspired doing art? I mean, it's something that you must have started very young because you're already quite young.
Yes, I always liked to draw when I was little. And I started painting in the pandemic when I had a lot of free time and we were home alone with my brother. And I really liked drawing. And then once my parents saw a drawing on my desk, and because they didn't quite see what I was drawing at the time because I only used to draw at school, and then they were quite surprised, and then they asked me what I wanted to do in the future and how I wanted to improve. And then I said I wanted to start painting. And then I started to learn online, and I started to read books about how to use the different techniques, different paints, and all that little basics first. And once I learned the basics of painting and drawing, then I want to see all the techniques, how they do it, and then now I have my own style.
When I was 9, what was I doing? I think I was still playing with Hot Wheels, pushing things around. So the drive has always been in you. Have you had any inspiration from a family member or someone in your family that drew?
No, we haven't noticed anyone in our family who painted or did art. So yeah, my dad is a surgeon and my mother is a lawyer. So.
Oh, right. So she'll know how to protect your interests and the surgeon will make sure everybody's healthy. That's awesome. So your brother and sister, are they talentfully inclined?
My brother, we play tennis as well, and he helps me with learning. And my big sister, we can say that she's my manager, and she really does all the help.
It's a family affair.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. When I was very young, I was inspired by my father, who was a pretty successful musician back in the 70s, and I became a musician myself, and as a result, I kind of found my way traveling. But I also enjoyed the aspect of just meeting people and being able to make people feel engaged with my artistry, which was music at the time. So for you, how do you feel about the travel aspect of your work?
Yeah, actually my goal is that a lot of people can see my paintings, and that's the most important because my paintings have messages. And I really want to call the world because I want to show the positive energy. That's why I paint with a lot of colors, a lot of motifs in the background. Really, I want to show the positivity in our everyday lives, which is really hard to notice. That's what's really important. So I'm really happy if I get a positive comment, for example, because it really motivates me to paint more and to show my surroundings.
Yes.
That it's really important.
That's beautiful. I find it amazing that you're so smart at such a young age. Your English is amazing to me. Did you learn languages early on?
Yes, we go to an international school with my twin brother, and I don't even remember when I learned English, so it was at a really young age.
Okay. Wow. So your parents didn't push you in any way? Did they want you to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that?
Yes, actually, I have been thinking that I don't want to do painting as my only job. And right now, I actually study and play tennis. I go to competitions as well.
Really?
And I paint only in my free time. And I want this to stay that way. And that this is the reason I have decided to become a doctor in the future. And this way I can help people around me, even when I'm a doctor and even with my paintings.
I met a gentleman maybe about 6 months ago, and I had to do an interview with him as well because I was so blown away about him being so young. He's like 22, but he started playing tennis at like 9 years old, Hungarian. He ended up getting a scholarship going to the US playing tennis, and he decided that he wanted to be not a tennis player anymore. He could have gone pro, but he decided to be, I'll give you one guess. He wanted to be a doctor like you. So what's up? Hungarians are so smart. Is there any other inspiration that you have outside of, do you have any time for anything else?
Well, I paint in my free time, so every time that I have a chance, I paint. And if I don't have the opportunity to paint, then I draw or read, because I read from different painters. It's really interesting for me to see their techniques. And also, I really enjoy following the other painters from our time and even from the earlier centuries. So, yes.
Do you have a favorite?
Yes. I really like to watch everyone, but if I had to highlight, then I would highlight the Renaissance period. And if I had to highlight one artist, then I would say Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. When I was into music, I was always getting lost in my music. Like hours would pass by, and before I'd know it, I'd be like, what time is it? Oh, 24 hours has passed. Are you the same way in art?
Yes, exactly. Yeah? I could paint forever, and even when I have to finish a painting, it's not truly finished because I could go on forever.
Wow. But when are they going to call you out in the U.S. to say, come on, come out here, come to New York, come to Los Angeles?
Actually, it's good that you say, because this year, this exhibition is going to go to Turkey, and then after, some of my paintings will go to Paris and New York as well.
Oh, really?
So, yes.
Oh, right on. I'm so glad I asked. Traveling as much as you are, do you like homeschool, or do you find time to actually go to a school?
Yes, I go to an international school.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Some people say that I don't have time to rest, and I'm working so much, but painting is resting, and it's really calming for me, and it makes me happy. So a lot of people don't understand that.
I understand. I got you 100%. Is there anything that I have not asked you? What is the thing that people don't know about you? Fun fact.
No one ever asked me that before. I have to think. I think these stories, how I started painting, is really interesting. I never had a teacher who taught me how to paint or how to draw. And even when I use online, I had a question, for example, I could find the answer for. If I was confused how to use the paintbrushes to paint, then I could always find the answer. And also, it's really good for the young people, young generation. We can use internet in a good way.
I agree. How do you feel about the new technology that's out there, like people using iPads to do art? Do you think that is expressive art as well?
Yes, I do think that doing art digitally is also a good way. I have seen a lot of art that way as well. And a lot of people ask me, have I tried digital art? But I haven't yet. And maybe I will, I don't know.
Right on. Yeah. I really appreciate you taking the time to have a conversation here. I see that you have a big event. Where are we, by the way?
Yes, we are in the Bordeaux Gallery, and this is my third exhibition here in Budapest.
Wow.
And also last year, for example, I had my exhibition here, and after it went to Nice and Barcelona.
Beautiful. Well, it's good for me to travel around the world and to be able to see young people, or anyone for that matter, but definitely young people, that find their niche, find something that really motivates them, where they don't have to think about it. They just say, this is what I want to do in life. And you have found that, and you're driven with that, but then you're also very practical. You understand that you need to kind of fall back on this and do other things that educate your mind and stuff. So that's very appreciative. That's very awesome, I must say. So,
thank you so much.
Without any further ado, this is Budapest FM, Raised Circle, and I am very happy to have met you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
All right.